Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, I'm going to cover a large market cap token that in my opinion is going to be the major blue chip cryptocurrencies in the DeFi space. And since the market is still in a downward trend right now, I wanted to cover this particular project because this is one of my favorite projects, and I do believe that this project can cross multiple several $1,000 and it will make extremely new all-time highs in the future, right? And this project is called the MakerDAO token or the MKR token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects that we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to their website makerdao.com in order to learn more about this project, right? So again, MakerDAO has been one of the very first DAO projects or decentralized autonomous organization projects on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's also one of the oldest DeFi projects on Ethereum, which means it's already classified by many as a blue chip DeFi token. And although this token is not really well popularized by several crypto traders or crypto YouTubers, I do believe that this token has an incredibly high value because of the fact that its ecosystem is amazing and what it does is extremely unique. So if you take stable coins, there are multiple types of stable coins. If you take USDT, for example, it's a stable coin that's pegged to the US dollar by Bitfinex, that kind of like holds US dollar proportional to the USDT that they're printing, right? USDT is obviously a very controversial stablecoin, and it's something that most people are trying to move away from, and they're basically moving towards USDC stablecoin, which is another stablecoin that aims to maintain its peg in a 1:1 ratio with the real US dollar, right? So for every USDC minted, there's one US dollar that's backing it up in proportion, right? Unlike USDT, where there may be assets, or there may be something shady that's going on, which makes USDT not really have anything backing behind it, right? But if you take MakerDAO, what it aims to do is it basically creates a collateralized debt, and it kind of like creates a stable coin called DAI based on the crypto collateral that you lock on it. So again, it's fully done in a decentralized manner, and therefore MakerDAO basically allows for the creation of US dollars, which is in the form of DAI tokens, by using crypto collateral, specifically ERC20 crypto collateral, in a fully decentralized manner, right? So again, that's basically the overview of MakerDAO, but let's go to the website and see what basically they're talking about when it comes to MakerDAO. A better, smarter currency. DAI can be used by anyone, anywhere, anytime. So again, very straightforward message. They basically want to create a smart version of a stable coin, and since DAI is the stable coin, it's a better and smarter currency because it is it's created based on decentralized principles. Although the value of the the DAI token can be equal to $1 US, it's created based on fully decentralized principles and decentralized mechanisms, right? So the world's first unbiased currency, DAI is a stable decentralized currency that does not discriminate. Any individual or business can realize the advantages of digital money. So if you take any form of centralized stable coins, the main drawback of centralized stable coins are that they can be used by real world authorities or centralized governments that can use stable coins as a means to track individuals, right? And also centralized stable coins providers can basically freeze people's accounts if they feel like they don't really agree with the traders directions, or if they can technically control the traders wallet by freezing their stable coins, right? But when it comes to DAI, you can't really do that because it's fully decentralized and it's completely unbiased. So anybody can use DAI and not have to worry about any form of centralization or privacy breach, right? And it's for everyone. Everybody can use it, including businesses, individuals, rich, poor, and so on and so forth, right? So that's one of the main benefits of using DAI. So again, if you see one DAI is equal to one US dollar, financial freedom with no volatility, a price stable currency that you control, generate DAI on your terms instantly. So again, if you want to be a part of this decentralized stablecoin creation, you can basically do that under your terms, which means you can basically choose to, let's say, mint DAI by providing a collateral of Ether or some other token such as YFI, and you can basically mint DAI, right? But when you want to get back the collateral, you basically have to kind of like return the DAI along with a small fee in order to unlock your collateral back, right? So you can basically fully redeem your collateral at any time because a smart contract is basically holding your collateral, and that makes it much more trustless and much more secure, right? So decentralized governance. The community of MKR token holders govern the Maker protocol, the smart contracts that power DAI. So MakerDAO is a decentralized autonomous organization consisting of token holders who basically make the governance decisions on the system, right? And Maker protocol is the protocol that that's a smart contract protocol that basically powers the DAI token, right? So if you hold Maker tokens or MKR tokens, you can basically make governance decisions by passing votes on certain proposals within the platform that can help maneuver the smart contract directionality for the Maker protocol, right? That's very interesting. And again, MakerDAO is one of the most popular DeFi platforms on Ethereum, and therefore it's available on several platforms and several projects, including Coinbase. You can also get it from Argent Wallet. You can also see MakerDAO or even DAI tokens pretty much everywhere, right? Including Compound Finance, Uniswap, you name it, right? A growing ecosystem. Over 400 apps and services have integrated DAI, including wallets, DeFi platforms, games, and more. So again, DAI is kind of like one of the top 3 stable coins in the current scenario. As USDT starts losing popularity, which it is, and eventually USDC would be the primary stable coin for people who want to own stable coins, and the second most popular token, stablecoin token would be DAI. And one of the best things about DAI is that it's starting to become more and more popular, and people are starting to use DAI more and more. DAI would be the de facto DeFi stablecoin, which means even if you for some reason can't find USDC in platforms, especially on Ethereum, you will definitely be able to see DAI be a part of that, right? But there's no reason for you to not see USDC because it's also as popular or even more popular than DAI. But I think DAI will definitely be something that will be the stable coin of the DeFi space, right? You can also join the community by accessing their community page. You can access their recent blog posts, which provide lots of important insights on what they are doing and the directionality of the project itself. I highly recommend you guys to go to their white paper, FAQs, and other information on their website in order to learn more about this project, right? So again, in short, MakerDAO is a platform that enables the creation of decentralized stablecoins based on collateral that's being locked in a smart contract governed environment where there's no trust involved and it's fully decentralized, right? and you can redeem your collateral at any time by returning back the DAI along with a small fee. And basically you can even switch collateral. If you know how to use flash loans, then you can basically switch collateral and get back your collateral in multiple different ways. But basically, MakerDAO allows you to create your own stablecoin, and in a way it's so profound because usually stable cryptocurrencies or stable currencies such as fiat currencies are basically created by the Federal Reserves or the federal central banks, and MakerDAO basically allows you to be the Federal Reserve, right? And that's something that's very profound. So going back to the CoinGecko page for Maker token, again, Maker token is basically the governance token of the MakerDAO platform. It doesn't really do a lot of things in the sense like its only utility is to enable people to participate in the governance, right? And there's also a very interesting burn mechanism for Maker tokens, which makes Maker a very deflationary token. If you see the tokenomics, this token is already having a very low max supply. That combined with the burning mechanism that's built within the platform, you can clearly see that this is a deflationary token, and that is reflected on the price, right? And there is a lot of active community members within MakerDAO who hold the MKR tokens, who have basically created DAI and are actively involved, making the project much more better and unique day by day, right? So at the time of making this video, the token price for one MKR token is $2,037, and the token recently had a pullback of 9.1%. Again, obviously because of the intermarket kind of like going down. The market cap is $1.8 billion in market cap. Is a huge cryptocurrency, and its market ranking is 50th, right? I know by looking at the price point, you may probably think that it's extremely expensive for someone to buy, which is true. In many cases, this token is sometimes more expensive than Ethereum itself, which is the platform that hosts this project. But the main point that you need to understand is it's a project that will continue to exist. It's a blue chip project. DAI will be continuously used in several DeFi platforms, not only on Ethereum but also on Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, I believe even Polkadot as well, Polkadot and Kusama platforms as well. There will be a version of DAI which will be used for all DeFi applications, and therefore if you have to generate more DAI, which is something that most people are preferring to, you definitely need to have Maker in order to provide this facility, right? And therefore I think Maker is going to continue to exist for a very long period of time. There's no real threat to Maker's existence, and it's not a scammy project. It's been there for millennia when it comes to cryptocurrencies timeline, and it's been one of the earliest Ethereum projects, and it's a very popular and successful project, right? It has had no major issues ever, and that's something that's a very strong case for holding this token, right? Although it's not very popular, its market cap clearly reflects that this token is being held by numerous people who are actively participating in the governance, thereby the market cap being $1.8 billion. If you see the max supply, again, it's 1 million tokens. To be specific, it's 1,005,057. So basically, you can expect this token to have extremely high, scarcity, which will skyrocket the token price of this token. And the circulating supply, if you see, about 901,000 tokens are in circulation, and you can clearly see that it's very close to the max supply, which means this token will soon be very scarce, and that will be a significant price appreciation event for this token, right? If you take the market cap to the total value locked ratio, you can clearly see that the ratio is significantly less than 1, which means this token is undervalued, right? Again, that's something that I can definitely take it at face value, because this token has some incredible kind of like potential, because it's basically governing the decentralized reserve bank to some extent, right? You can consider that to some extent. So Maker is kind of like a very valuable project. There's a lot of money locked in the project. And what do you mean by a lot of money locked in the project? Because if you take any collateral that's being deposited, that is considered as its own asset. So about $5.8 billion worth of ERC20 tokens are being locked into MakerDAO, and people are minting DAI tokens, right? And you can clearly see that the market cap is only kind of like 1/5 of the total value locked, and thereby this token is extremely undervalued in my personal opinion, despite this high price point, right? So I feel like this token will definitely explode, and it will even cross the 10,000 mark really soon. And at this price point, it's a really good buy, right? So if you take the charts, again, this token has been performing really well since the start of 2021. But if you see the history of this token price was $1,000, right? In December 2017, which is the earliest point of price when it comes to CoinGecko. But it's been quite a volatile token at that time, and it was kind of like moving sideways for quite some time, staying between $500 to $400 per token. And then March 2020, the token price obviously went down to $300 per token, which was pretty much the lowest point it has been. And then it was slowly moving sideways for the most of the year last year, until December, when the token price went from $500 per token all the way to an all-time highs of $6,000 per token, before crashing down. And it's continuing to crash. I do believe that the weekend, I think this token will continue to go lower and maybe even break the $2,000 mark to the downside, right? I think it's a really good opportunity to dollar cost average, obviously after you have done your own research on this project. But overall, this token seems to be in the downward trend, and that's the good buying opportunity, right? If you take the Bitcoin comparative, on the other hand, the token price has been extremely volatile in Bitcoin comparative. If you held this token, you could have accumulated a lot of Satoshis, Bitcoin Satoshis. So the token price was initially worth 0.06 BTC per token. It had an extremely volatile couple of years, where the all-time highs was in March 2019, when the token went to all-time highs of 0.17 BTC per token, before crashing back down to a price point of 0.04 BTC per token. It was volatile, and last December, the token price was at a low point of 0.02, which was, I believe, the all-time lowest. And then it kind of skyrocketed to a price point of about 0.09, close to 0.1 Bitcoin per token, and now it's in a downward trend in Bitcoin Satoshi comparative, right? So I think this is still a good buy opportunity for Bitcoin comparative as well. When it comes to Ether comparative, again, it had been extremely volatile, in fact more volatile than Bitcoin comparative, as expected. The token price was worth 1.3 Ether initially, but it went to be worth 5.33 Ether per token, which was a 5x easily, and then it crashed down. Was extremely volatile, but overall it was in a downward trend since the 2019 period, and now it's although it's not at its all-time lows, you can still see that this token is kind of like worth slightly more than an Ether. In fact, the token is worth 1.2 Ether per token, and it is moving downwards, so it can probably be touch the 1.1 Ether and 1.0 Ether, and maybe even touch the 0.9 Ether if you are lucky, right? So when it comes to Bitcoin, dollar, as well as the Ether comparative, I think this token is a really good buy opportunity, right? When it comes to exchanges, it has ample amount of liquidity. It was available early on in Coinbase. It was listed early on in Coinbase. In fact, you could have earned a little bit of Maker tokens using their earn program, but now I think it's not really available anymore. You can get it from FTX, Uniswap. You can also get it from Binance, which is for some reason is not listed here. Yeah, it's probably having lower liquidity compared to FTX and Coinbase, but overall you can get it from Binance, Coinbase, and several other high-level tier 1 exchanges and decentralized exchanges as well, right? So it has ample of liquidity and there's no real worry about liquidity. So what's my final verdict on this token? I believe that this token has incredibly high potential. It can easily cross $10,000 mark. It's extreme scarcity. It's a very unique value proposition, and it's been a kind of like a veteran when it comes to the crypto space, where it was fighting the early battles of adoption, and it has successfully managed to exist in the DeFi space as the king of DeFi, and it has some of the highest total value locked in any of the cryptocurrency DeFi platforms. And being a part of the Ethereum blockchain, I think it has definitely experienced a lot of decentralization and a lot of attention as the entire Ethereum ecosystem grew. Its token DAI is one of the most popular stablecoins and is getting extremely rapid adoption by everyone who's using crypto. And there will be a point where USDT would be completely phased out, and DAI and USDC would be the most predominant stable coins, right? And as long as DAI has a demand in the crypto space, the Maker token will continue to have a demand, because Maker token is used to govern the MakerDAO platform, and that will make this token extremely valuable and make several X's in the future, right? So again, remember guys, you guys are not target investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.